In the shadows where the silence speaks, I walk the line where the lost souls seek. With whispers of hope and a guiding light, I'll search the dark, bring the truth to light. I'm a seeker of the unseen, bridging worlds where the heart has been. With every heartbeat, every tear, I'll find the way, I'll draw you near. Through the echoes of the past I tread, unlocking stories of the words unsaid. With every vision I'll stand my ground. In the name of love, the lost will be found. I'm a seeker of the unseen, bridging worlds where the heart has been. With every heartbeat, every tear, I'll find the way, I'll draw you near. Hope is fading, I won't let go. I'll be your compass, your guiding glow. Together we'll break through the darkest night. For every lost soul, I'll bring back the light. I'm a seeker of the unseen, bridging worlds where the heart has been. With every heartbeat, every tear, I'll find a way, I'll draw you near. I'm a seeker of the unseen, I'm bridging worlds where the heart has been. Where the heart, with every heartbeat, every tear, I'll find the way, I'll draw you near. Draw you near. Through the echoes of the past I tread, unlocking stories of the words unsaid. With every vision I'll stand my ground. In the name of love, the lost will be found. Through the echoes of the past I tread, unlocking stories of the words unsaid. With every vision I'll stand my ground. In the name of love, the lost will be found. Through the echoes of the past I tread, unlocking stories of the words unsaid. With every vision I'll stand my ground. In the name of love, the lost will be found. When hope is fading, I won't let go. I'll be your compass, your guiding glow. Together we'll break through the darkest night. For every lost soul, I'll bring back the light. When hope is fading, I won't let go. I'll be your compass, your guiding glow. Together we'll break through the darkest night. For every lost soul, I'll bring back the light.
Hey, welcome back to the Psychic Sleuth channel. So today we're going to be talking about Madeleine Mccann. Yeah, I already did a reading on her. It was live. I edited it. I mean, basically, I'm just going to go through this and give you guys a location and kind of narrow everything down and put it into a nice little package as I'm doing with these old cases. And I'm going to explain why in a minute. So the ways to support me are down below. If you would like to schedule or look into the merchandise, you can find that on the channel. You can find it in the description box. The link tree is there if you'd like to send a tip. This Otter Spirit, these beautiful, beautiful bracelets, as well as this necklace or earrings or whatever it is that you like. If you like crystals, I'm an ambassador for them. The description box holds the key for that link, as well as your coupon code. And my friend also has opened a shop. That link is down below. It says my friend shop, and there's a coupon code there, Sleuth10 as well, if you want to go ahead and check that out. I'm pretty sure I'll get the name of the store memorized eventually, but it just started. So if you want to go check that out, support those things, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, just thank you for being here, liking and subscribing and being a part of the channel. We have a lot of new things coming up. So yeah, I have rebranded. I am trying to go over old cases, and I'm explaining that as we go along. So I do try to read as slow as I can, but I can read kind of fast. Make sure, if you want to slow me down on YouTube, that's the best I can do. I cannot change who I am. So I tried to keep it in my mind to go slow, but sometimes I just don't. So there is an option there. All right. All right, this is from Madeleine Mccann. Okay, so here's my intro. All right. Through spirit visions and soul guidance, a clearer story of Madeleine Mccann's disappearance began to reveal itself, not built on theory, but built on truth whispered by the unseen. Before we begin, I want to share why 2025 carries a very different energy for cases I'm tapping into. This year is not just another cycle. It's a year where doors that were long closed are beginning to creak open. Buried truths, lost voices, and unresolved stories are stirring beneath the surface, and Spirit is calling them to be heard, seen, and honored. You'll notice a pattern. I'm beginning to be drawn back to older cases, cold cases, forgotten cases, because the timing of the truth is sacred. Some doors cannot be opened until the land, the souls, and the seekers are ready. 2025 is a year of sacred revelation, and I'm following the threads where Spirit leads, even if those threads stretch across years, decades, and lifetimes. When I tap into these cases now, I'm not just reading them, I'm witnessing them. I'm helping build a bridge between the hidden and the revealed, between silence and justice, between loss and restoration. Every case I touch in 2025 is a part of that bridge, a stone laid by hands unseen, but guided by something far greater. I ask you to hold space with me for the souls who wait, for the truth ready to rise, and for the sacred justice that moves through all things in its perfect time. The torch is lit, the path is sacred, we walk forward together. Now my prayer. Spirit of truth, I call upon you now. Guide my words, steady my heart. Guide my words, steady my heart, and sharpen my sight. Let no falsehood cloud what is to be revealed. I open this space with reverence for the missing, the silenced, and the forgotten. May the energies align for clarity, for justice, and for sacred unveiling. I'm not here to judge, I'm only here to witness and serve. Let the echoes of the lost reach me now, and may my path of truth be lit with grace. I was shown Madeleine, and this is, again, I've done previous readings, and this will be added to that playlist. Being watched carefully around this pool area. This came in my earlier readings, not by chance, but with intent. There was patience planning, a familiarity born not of friendship but of access. He stalked her and watched her. The man I saw was folding towels, but he had a dark connection. He was an inside hand, probably paid by the perp in some fashion. Someone working within the daily rhymes of the resort. Quietly opened the way for the darkness to move. He stalked Priya de Lutz. I'm probably going to say all those words wrong, so forgive me. He watched the patterns. He studied the layout. He was stealth, calculated, and moved under softness. He was quick, light-footed, and possibly through the back entrance or trail. He's obsessive in nature, and he returns to the same places. He probably put her there to visit her in the area that she's at now. He likes to keep souvenirs. This came in the reading. He always watches in advance. He moved around a lot, no telling what other cases he's tied to. He carries the energy of a serial predator. His van more than likely had some sort of hidden compartments too, and no telling what stories that holds. I see Madeleine stuffed inside, alive or not. It could have been to conceal her. I saw her removed quietly, concealed within a bag. Someone had a key. In my vision, it could be a card key, but that can be symbolism, but a key nonetheless. She was under the influence of cough medicine and was sleeping soundly. This is why she didn't scream. He may have known this through his inside connection or the stalking. She was carried away not through chaos, but through chilling calm. Spirit showed her transport, rapid and hidden, not far, but enough to vanish from ordinary sight. She was carried toward the wooded pass, and Spirit illuminated again and again. Twin paths split like a fork ahead, two ways leading into shadowed woods. Above the tree line, a castle rose. This is a castle I've seen. Every time I tap in, I see a castle above the trees. I couldn't find it till now. I fully believe it's Castillo de Senhora da Luz. Probably saying that wrong. Which became a silent witness etched against the fading sky. This may have been a reference point or the last thing she saw, because I always see it. Just castle over the trees. An echo in time. This became a landmark burned in my visions. The castle, the trees, the twin paths. So the focus of interest should be Praia de Lutz, Portugal. My visions and astrology more likely point to a high priority search zone within 1 to 3 miles radius southwest of 5A, the place that they were staying in, particularly the area surrounding Castelo de Senhora de Lutz. Probably saying that wrong. As a likely site for the recovery of physical evidence and or the remains of Madeleine Mccann. And I have sent this tip to the police over there. I have sent it to the family. So everybody has the tips. Okay. If they don't act on it, that's on them. Okay. So the location lies approximately 1 to 3 miles southwest of apartment 5A, the Ocean Club Resort. Not far enough to risk notice, but far enough to disappear. The terrain is lightly wooded, Mediterranean sublands, open yet concealing, with natural dips and rises and ancient trails now worn thin by time and wind. Immediate movement south to southwest location, likely burial in soft earth, forest floor, not water. She's not in the water. Concealment within 2 to 3 miles, not distant location, and I've always seen forests anyways. Forested paths and dips surrounding the site, as well as trail systems towards Bagu and Loose Valley. The campgrounds near are, I cannot say these words because I don't speak this. I'm not good at pronouncing things. So, Arbiter Valverde and Truus Campo. He may have stayed at one of these. Look for areas that are dense in cover. There may be natural depressions, there are streams or water close, and there are trails and paths. Should look for wooded crossroad or trail fork, old stone or abandoned stone structure, a place that he feels as if time has stopped. This location matters to him. He's been there before or used it before, or it gave him a sense of control. Could be a spot he felt unseen, mossy trails, curved trails, soft earth, maybe some sort of crevice or tree root area. The area may feel damp and the ground may be soft. He took her to a place that felt like home to him, somewhere he'd stayed before, a hidden or secluded place tied to fantasy or control. This was her final resting spot, and she was in someplace else prior. He won't give you control over knowing where she is. We have to find her. He's not the type to confess because he's a narcissist who thinks he holds all the cards. He thinks if he keeps denying and there's no evidence, he will get away with it. We can't allow that to happen. He will hurt someone else. Unfortunately, he couldn't wait to have her. There's a reference to many essays until one time it was over. I felt suffocation, strangling in the end. Physical evidence. There may be tangible objects such as evidence that may remain at the site, including personal items, clothing fragments, or fibers. Small evidence potentially sealed in or by her remains. The area where she holds this area where she is holds emotional significance to him. He may have camped nearby or stayed in the area. It's an area he knew and stayed frequently. The castle may be even symbolic, a place hidden and unknown to others, but not to him. Quiet, nothing but the forest sounds, but now more quiet than ever as it holds the imprints and struggle of the struggle that was imprinted there. She may be buried or sealed under natural terrain, tree roots, collapsed lands, stone, but not in water. Water is in the area, though. Damp, forested earth. He didn't plan a long drive. He wanted her immediately hidden. He couldn't wait to have her in a place that fed his sickness near a place of power and fantasy. Christian Breckner, allegedly, entertainment purposes only, viewer discretion is advised, everyone is innocent until proven guilty, all of the above, was revealed not just through the news of the world, but also through the whispers of spirit. They showed him to me, the way he looked, the way he felt, someone who was a predator waiting in the wings, someone who hunted silently. It's not the first time he's done this. As stated in readings, he had trophies, pictures, videos, things he kept from victims, some we may never know about. He even had them for Madeleine. As stated in the reading, he had a spot that was across the waters. He didn't take her there, but he had it. Therefore, it came in the readings. Madeleine told me in the reading that they have the right guy. My psychic visions, Madeleine's voice, and the astrology all align. Don't let the lack of evidence fool you, is what I heard when I was doing this. He was there, a predator waiting to make a move, a wolf among sheep, shown not as a sudden actor, but as one who hunted in the shadows. A man who knew how to live hidden, a transient, who knew how to be silent in many different areas. He feels he's entitled around owning people or objects. He may have sold info, or been into trafficking. He may collect things, i.e. souvenirs. He's detached from all accountability, looks at it as she was just there and I had to have her. He has twisted desires or repression. He may become violent at times, and he has very different word fetishes. You don't want to know what I saw. He may start fantasizing or dreaming about these kids or doing this long in advance. He probably had a childhood of abuse, so it continues because it feeds on controlling innocence. He feeds on controlling innocence. He likes to think the world owes him something. He's drawn to freedom and secret control. He may seem friendly, but hides behind the predatory nature, so he puts up a veil of charm. He's not who he pretends to be. He's a master manipulator, calculating, and he's not impulsive. He plans out his kidnappings with clear ease and control. This was planned, and this was planned probably from the moment they arrived or the moment he was given the information. He likes to think he's smarter than everyone else. Seems to always have that smirk like I know it all and you'll never catch me. This was not random, it was quick and premeditated. So he was an outsider who used the confusion or a moment of vulnerability from watching Madeleine to strike. But there is someone who knows more, which is probably the co-conspirator. Madeleine was asleep or dreamlike state, so he knew this from watching. He struck in again a vulnerable moment. The forensic astrology of that night reflected him as a hidden enemies rising, deception cloaking action, movements hidden under everyday life. Christian Bruckner had both means and the instinct to disappear into the wooded lands near Castillo de Senora de Lutz, to move where others would not look, to hide what others would fear to find. Spirit made it clear. The land remembers, the trees bear witness, the castle rises over the treetops, marks the place where Madeleine's light was taken, and where truth still waits, rooted deep in the earth, waiting to rise again. Madeleine showed me who was responsible, bits of how she was taken when she was seeing a person that helped. That person, I hope, one day comes forward. And I feel like there's guilt, but he kind of didn't ever think it was going to go too far, I guess. I'm not really sure. But the place where she rests, I've had several validation tools to validate this place, and I strongly feel it should be looked into immediately. Sometimes we follow the perp, so being led in different directions during a reading happens. But they have the right guy. Madeleine said it. We have to listen to her. The man paints a picture of who he pretends to be versus who he is. He's a pedo who watches and makes moves in silence. Being transient, he can go from place to place in new different areas. He can remain hidden and untraceable. But they have him now. Now we have to find her. Madeleine wants to be found. It's up to us to listen to find her. There's nothing to lose right now and everything to gain. My tip has been sent to the family as well as the police. There's no blame in the family. They didn't think anything would happen. Madeleine doesn't blame them. They live with enough guilt. Hard lessons were learned. None of us are perfect parents all the time. They were not involved in this. This was just a fated event by someone watching from the shadows and the young male that helped. You know who you are. It's time to come forward. You are the missing link. If you are alive out there, you need to do what's right. At least tell who the perp is. Maybe you will get a deal, but you're probably the same as him, and so you probably got something out of it. But yes, there's a co-conspirator. He felt young at the time, maybe darker features or at least brown hair. Working at maybe the pool or front desk possibly gave him access besides just telling him about her. So it's his friend, and they are both enemies in disguise. The man in the hotel may have been overly helpful, especially around children. I've always seen him folding towels by the pool. This reading was done live. I knew nothing about Madeleine's case. Madeleine was a beautiful soul, full of light, full of laughs, full of all the things little girls love. She had a bright light, and that was what drew him to her. A child's beauty from within, something he wanted to control. All of my psychic hits and the astrology points to someone outside the family unit, someone who took control of the situation. All of my visions point to the man they have in custody, and the astrology aligns perfectly. As Madeleine stated, they have the right guy. I hope that my tips are taken seriously and they check this area. Madeleine, a childlike nature, laughing and smiling, doing childhood things, very smart, down to earth, and kind hearted, loved by many and never forgotten. She skips among the stars and plays with angels and is surrounded by love. She is not in her body in the moments when the moments were brutal, where a man took her innocence. She sends love to her parents. She loved them and does not hold blame for lack of protection. They felt that she was safe and tucked away in the hotel room locked. They were unaware of what lurked. We need to put blame where it belongs, on the predator that took advantage of a moment in time. The parents probably have enough guilt. Again, no one is perfect, but their child was taken. We need to send love, not judgment or hate. There are always fated events that can't be changed, and Madeleine knows that. With this reading, I release what has been seen and spoken. May it move with purpose toward justice, peace, and remembrance. I return what is not mine to hold, and I bless the souls entangled in this mystery. May the missing be found, the hidden be seen, and the truth rise unshaken. May those who grieve be comforted, and those who know be stirred to speak. Let no shadow hide what Spirit has revealed. Getting chills. I seal this space in sacred protection for the living, the lost, and the light that connects to them. Guided by light, bound to truth, may truth echo where silence once stood. So it is, and so it shall be. By the Spirit and by the light, we call the truth to rise. May Madeleine's voice find its echo, may justice find its path, and may silence be broken. So, thank you very much for being a part of the channel. Please like and subscribe, and if you feel like it, please share. I will see you soon. Yep. I keep forgetting to do the entertainment.